Hello and welcome to an episode where we're going to look at three new resources that I'm super excited about. And just quickly before we look at these, I just want to say, like, on a personal note, that so fun for me to talk about this because the sleep coach space has felt, like a little bit lonely, I could say. Like, I've had Mike Schwartz and Martin Reed that I've still talk a lot with, but knowing that there are other people that are kind of like creating these sort of like ecosystem where there's more and more of us like spreading a similar message and wanting to help people sleep better, etc. It just feels really good, inspiring. It's really fun. It's really fun. So it's kind of extra fun for me to talk about this. So with that said, let's just jump in and look at these three new resources. First of all, we have Joseph Pannell, author of You Can Sleep Too. You can find this on Amazon. It is a really like, it's a page turner. He tells his story of his own, like, some 20 30 year struggle with insomnia, and in a way that includes a lot of humor. And I think anyone, even if you've never had trouble sleeping, you could really enjoy the book. And it also has a lot of like tips and education in it. So I recommend it. I got in touch with Joe, I think it was not quite a year ago, but nearly a year ago, when he just kind of randomly emailed me and asked about becoming a sleep coach. He signed up. He's graduated as a sleep coach, and he's written the book, and he's also started a YouTube channel. So I thought we could just take a quick look at how to find that. Let me share my screen with you. So here it is. You can see what I'm into. It's mostly chess and crypto stuff. Anyways, where is Joe? Here he is. This is Joe. So you can just search for Joseph Pannell, and here are a couple of his videos. And if you check out his channel, you may be a little like, his teaching is a little bit more kind of traditional CBT-I than mine, but he's very knowledgeable. He has a lot of experience himself, of course. And I think he went through I wouldn't say traditional CBT-I, because what I learned, it was really, that was quite insightful, the therapist he worked with. But he went through a CBT-I program, and that really changed everything for him. So his teaching is a little bit more traditional than mine, but still, I think you can learn a lot from Joseph. And I don't know if he started this yet, but I know that at some point he will start some kind of coaching offering, so you could work with him if you would like to do that. Now let's jump ahead to Trevor, who is a good friend and a sleep coach, and his brand, if you will, is Liberated Sleep. That's his webpage. And both, actually, Joe, that we just talked about, and Trevor, both have been guests on this channel multiple times. No, actually, Joe has just been once, but Trevor a couple of times, and both have shared their success stories. Trevor's story was more of one, he tried CBT-I, and that actually ultimately made him kind of more obsessed with sleep. So he went down a different path. He went down the path of like ACT, acceptance commitment therapy, which is very, very similar to what I teach here. And the whole NADA philosophy is very, very similar to ACT. So I think he's sort of a pioneer, in my opinion, when it comes to like ACT applied to insomnia. So his channel we can take a look at here too. You'll find it if you search for Liberated Sleep. And here's a success story, by the way, ACT for insomnia with Stan, Liberated Sleep. I think this video is great to start with, but he has a couple other success stories and just a lot of great content there. So definitely check out Trevor's channel. And then last but not least, we have Ali, or Alina, who's been a guest here twice. She is, I always remember her as the kind of like, she came up with the fearless method. When your brain thinks like, oh, you slept better because you slept on the right side of the bed, then you're like, but that doesn't make sense. So because of that, I'm going to decide to sleep on the left side just to not get entangled. And she has so many brilliant ideas. We're going to talk about the matrix analogy that she came up with, which is really, really cool, which basically is like, when you never had trouble sleeping, you're in this matrix. You think that you have control over sleeping, you can do it. Then when you have trouble sleeping, it's kind of like, you're all confused. And then when you start learning, you see the matrix, you see like, oh, nobody has control. Okay. And then you can apply this to so many other things. So that's just one of Ali's many brilliant ideas. She's becoming a sleep coach as well, just like Coach Joe or Joseph. And her channel is called Sleep Talks. Let's take a quick look at that. Where is she? Here she is. This is Ali here, Sleep Talks. So, and she also, by the way, has she's pretty active on Instagram as well, so you can follow her there as well. So three resources that I think can be really helpful to you. Do check them out and give them some support. I know that when I started my YouTube channel, I was so happy whenever somebody left a comment. I still am, by the way, still happy. But yeah, a little bit of encouragement there would help all of them, I'm sure. And then again, I think this ecosystem is building that I think will be so helpful for the world. So I hope this was helpful to you. Let me know if you have any questions, as always, and thoughts in general. And I look forward to having you back here real soon. Until then,